Hey guys, so today I wanted to do a quick video for you about the big picture, right? Now, as we always know, there's three types of people who join our business. Those that want to just be customers, just use the product for themselves. Those that want to sell the product and make some part-time extra income. And finally, the third group who are basically the business builders who want to build a big business out of this and earn very, very good income. Now, unfortunately, or whatever, sometimes it happens that somebody joins as a seller, but then they introduce somebody who could be potentially building the business big time, but because the person who introduced them doesn't really want to build a business, they don't really teach them how to do that. So this is why I wanted to shoot this quick video, just to show you the big picture, what it can become in this business, so that just in case if you're one of those people who want to go big with this business and start earning, a couple of £1,000s a month or even more, then definitely this video is for you, because that will teach you a few tricks about how to build the structure of your business, okay? So like we said, number one, there's three ways how we earn money in FM. So the first way is basically retail sales, where we earn from £3.79 to £5.70 to £7.59 per bottle, right? So that's very quickly can become a nice extra income where, by selling 10, 20, 30 bottles a month, we can supplement our income by 100 or a couple of £100. Then the second way of earning with FM is the team bonus, and this is what we call Magnolia program. This is where you start being paid not just on your own personal effort, but on the effort of your entire team. So now, as you know, every single product in FM has a points value, whether it's a perfume, whether it's a makeup product, whether it's a home product, whether it's a coffee. Every single product that you or one of your team members purchase from the FM, they get points, but also you as a team leader, you also get those points. So those group points at the end of the month will determine which level on the Magnolia program you achieve and how much you actually earn from that. And we'll talk about that in just a moment. And then the third way of earning is what we call the passive income. This is where you actually start being paid from FM World global turnover. So when you reach the Orchid Club and the Star Club, you actually start being paid not just for your team, but you get paid from the global turnover. So from all the 40 countries, from all the 700,000 distributors, they all contribute towards obviously this income. So when you reach the Orchid Club and the Star Club, you actually become like a shareholder of the company, and you actually get paid from the global turnover. Okay, so let's have a look then. How do you progress in the Magnolia program? Well, in the Magnolia program, here we have the levels, the points, and the bonus. So the first level on the Magnolia program is 3%. So when you and your team does at least 300 points, you become a 3% level achievement level, and your commission is between £1.58 and £6.29 at this percentage level. So you're at the very first step, but this is the most important step, because if you've done 3%, that means you can do any level then, okay? Then the second step is 6%, so that's 1,200 points to 3,600 points, and that's a commission from £12.60 to £37.78. Then the next one is 9%, so that's from 3,600 points, and your commission at that point is from £56 to about £113. Then we have 12%, which starts at 7,200 points, group points that is. All of these points are group points, so that's not just your personal sales, but that's your whole team, right? And at this level, your commission is from £150 to about £250. And then we have 15% level, which is 12,000 group points and onwards. And that's a commission from £315 to £535. So as you can see, bit by bit, it starts growing to become something a bit more substantial. And then we have 18% level, which starts at 20,400 group points. And at that level, you earn from £642 to about £944. And then finally, we have what we call Golden Magnolia, which is 21% level. And to reach 21% level, you need to have 30,000 or more group points. And at this level, your commission is just over £1,100, right? So, and again, as a lot of you know, that when you have 40,000 points, so that's 21% plus another 10,000 points. So when you have 40,000 UK points, you will qualify for a Peugeot 107 car from the company. So that's again a very nice incentive to go for and to get yourself a brand new car, and FM pays for it. Very, very nice. Okay, so that's the Magnolia program. And then after Magnolia program, we'll move on to the Orchid Club. But just before we go into that then, so if somebody says, okay, I want to reach 21% Golden Magnolia to earn £1,000 and more and to get a free Peugeot car, how can I get to those 40,000 points? So the maths is pretty simple, guys. A luxury collection bottle that costs $16.99 for the customer and $11.80 for you as a distributor gives you 40 points. So it's very easy to work with that. So 40,000 points then, that means if you're on your own, that's 1,000 bottles, right? 1,000 bottles times 40 points is 40,000 points. So you could actually do it by yourself. However, it is not easy, I can tell you that, to sell 1,000 bottles within a month, right? However, if you have 10 team members in your team, guess what? That's 100 bottles each. Now that's not 1,000 anymore, that's 100 bottles each, right? Which is still not easy, right? However, guess what? What if you have 100 team members in your team? If you have 100 team members in your team, that's only 10 bottles each. Now 10 bottles each is very, very, very doable within a month. But guess what? What if you have 1,000 team members? If you have 1,000 team members, that's a bottle each. Now a bottle each, that means there's no even sales have to happen because you can just use it for yourself or buy it to your husband or buy it to your wife, right? So this way, it actually becomes a network of consumers. People are just using their own products and they're reaching the higher and higher levels, right? So it's the people's business. It's all about building a network. This is why this business is called network marketing. You can try and do it on your own. However, if you build a team, it'll be a lot quicker, a lot easier, and a lot more fun. I can tell you that. Okay, so after the Magnolia program, we move into Orchid Club. So this is now where you start being paid from the global turnover. So this is no longer just your team, but this is the whole world contributing to these funds, right? So the first step on the Orchid Club is the Pearl Orchid level. Now there's two ways how you can hit Pearl Orchid, right? One way is if you help two of your team members, two of your groups to reach 21% level, right? So if you help two of your friends reach 21% level, where they're getting paid about £1,000 each, you will become a Pearl Orchid, which means that now you will be sharing the pool of 4% of the global turnover, right? So in 2013, the global turnover was £150 million. So 4% of that have actually gone to the Pearl Orchids to share between themselves. So all Pearl Orchids will share the 4% of the global turnover, and at the moment that's about £831 on top of the Golden Magnolia 21% income, right? So that's roughly about £2,000, right? Plus at this stage, you get an A-Class Mercedes from the company as a gift. So instead of a Peugeot, now you move on to A-Class Mercedes. The second way how to achieve Pearl Orchid is to help one person in your team reach 21% level, and then from all the other teams, from all the other legs, well, how we like to call it, to accumulate another 20,000 points. So the minimum with which you can do the Pearl Orchid is 50,000 points. 20,000 points from the side legs and 30,000 points or 21%, which is your main leg. Okay, I hope this makes sense so far. The next step is Amaranth Orchid. So the way you reach Amaranth Orchid is by helping 3 people in your team reach 21% level. So you help 3 of your friends reach a level of income of about £1,000 a month, and you will become an Amaranth Orchid, which is a further 1.5% from the global turnover. So you will get the 4% from the Pearl, but plus you'll get another 1.5% from Amaranth Orchid. And at the moment, that is about £1,400 on top of that, right? So we said a Pearl is about 2,000, so that's another £1,400 on top of that, so that's about £3,400. Okay, the next step is Golden Orchid. So the way you become a Golden Orchid is actually by helping 3 of your team members to go Pearl, right? So here your friends 3 of your friends were 21% level, so all you need to do is help them to progress to the next level up, to the pearl, and you become a golden orchid. And as a golden orchid, you get to share another 1.5% of the global turnover, which in this instance would be about £2,959, okay? And at this level, you qualify for Mercedes E-Class. As an Amaranth, you qualify for Mercedes C-Class, okay? And then finally, once you helped 5 of your friends reach pearl orchid level or higher, you will become a diamond orchid, and you will get to share another 1.5% of the global turnover, which in this instance is about £7,400, guys. That's per month, right? So this is the sort of income you can be expecting to earn at these levels. And then the next stage is what we call the Star Club. So to reach the first level on the Star Club, which is the Jasper Star, what you need to do, you need to help 3 of your friends to reach Amaranth Orchid level, and then another 4 of your friends to reach Pearl Orchid level, right? So that means you will have 7 teams, 7 leaders. You know, these 3 guys will be getting their C-Class Mercedes from the company. These 4 guys will be getting their A-Class Mercedes as a company, from the company, and you will reach the Jasper Star level, which is a further 1% from the global turnover, which is up to £50,000 per month. And we've already got 4 people in the company who have reached this level, okay? So it's really amazing opportunity. And also at this level, you will also qualify for 2 business trips. These are the business class flights and the hotels anywhere around the world. You can travel wherever you choose to, okay? So Australia, America, you name it. You can go and travel there, all paid for by the company, okay? So this is the Star Club. Okay, so thinking of that then, if you need at least 5 teams to reach the diamond, at least 5 pearls to reach the diamond, and here as a Jasper Star, you need at least 7 teams to reach the Jasper Star. So then you need, when you're starting the business, you straight away need to think, where do I want to get to? Right? So if you're like me and you want to become a Jasper Star and make £50,000 a month, then probably you need to start thinking earlier on, how many teams do I want to build in my business? So what I would personally like to recommend you is, if you really want to go big and you want to reach the highest levels in the company, I would recommend you start with 10 teams, with 10 strong leaders within your group, right? So when you first start, directly under you, I'd recommend you to sponsor 10 leaders, right? Now, those of you who've got a little bit of experience, you probably will know that to get 10 leaders, you might need to sponsor 15 people. You might need to sponsor 20 people directly under yourself, out of which you will probably get 10 who will be really serious and really taking this business to the next level. So think about that, but you want probably about 10 people in your first line who are serious about building the business, okay? So this is what I call stage 1. So this stage 1, imagine that you are one person, you do the 600 personal points and on that particular month, and your 10 people who you introduce into the business, they do 300 points each. Now 300 points is very doable. That's about 8 to 10 bottles of perfume, so it's very doable, right? So 10 people times 300 points is 3,000 points, plus your 600 personal points equals to 3,600 group points, which is 9% level, right? So you've got 11 people in your team, including you, and you reach 9% level. So that's stage 1. Stage 2 now is where you help those 10 people to sponsor at least 3 people each from their friends and family and work colleagues, and basically everybody that they know in this world. You help them to sponsor 3 people into their teams, right? So as you can see, each of these 10 people now have 3 people under them, right? So this is the second stage now of your team building, right? So this second stage, I make points where you do 800 personal points on that month. Your 10 leaders do 300 points each, so that's 3,000 points. And then the 3 people that they have sponsored, which 10 people times 3 people is 30 people, they do also 300 points each, which equals to 9,000 points. So if you add your 800 points plus the 3,000 points that your 10 team leaders done, plus the 9,000 points that their team members done, that equals to 12,800 points, which is 15% level, at which, again, you're already halfway there to Golden Magnolia. And then the third stage is where you do 1,000 personal points, your 10 leaders do 300 points each, their 3 people, the 30 people that they sponsor, they do 300 points each, which is 9,000 points, and then those people also start sponsoring 3 people each. So on the third line, you have 90 people, and that 90 people do 300 points each, and that's 27,000 points. So if you add the 27,000 plus 9,000 plus 3,000 and plus your personal 1,000, that is 40,000 points. So you have 130 people in total in your team. You got 40,000 group points, which is 21% level with over 1,000 pounds in commission, plus a Peugeot 107 car as a gift from the company. Okay, so this is the 3 stages, right? This only goes 3 levels down. So you introduced your 10 people, then your 10 people introduce 3 people each, which becomes 30 people, and those 30 people introduce 3 people each, which becomes 90 people. So this only goes 3 levels down, and it's only 131 people, and you're already at the Golden Magnolia 21% level, and you're getting a free car from the company as a gift. So this is just to give you an idea how the team building can happen, right? And how you might want to structure your business so you get the biggest commission possible and you get the fastest growth in your business as well. Okay, guys, I hope you find this useful. I hope you find this gives you some ideas. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a shout, feel free to message me, and I'll try to explain anything that you might have not gotten, or if I spoke a little bit too fast, okay? But have a look through it. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know if you are one of these people who want to get to the Jasper Star, because I want to work with you personally, okay? And have a fantastic day, and I will see you at the top.